That's Jojolion's.
Welcome to the Freaking You Cast Jojolion edition. We got more soft and wet auras in the front page of chapter. What chapter are we on?
It's 91.
Holy shit! Jojolion's 98 years old. Um,
91. What?
so we end on like the rain falling.
I can't wait for this cover page to get colored. It's gonna look sweet.
It
Anyways,
is. How come the rain isn't hurting Yasuo here?
because I don't think she's thinking about pursuing head doctor. I think
It's like
pursuing.
the simplest thought. It's like,
No, I think you actively have to say we have to go chase him.
mm, I don't think that's what happened last time. Also,
No,
Mitsuba.
but they did. They were like,
Mitsuba is just thinking about approaching him, and she gets attacked twice.
right, but she's not thinking about going after him. She's thinking about going after Mitsuba. Like that's the person she needs to talk to.
Mm, Araki bad. Well, we'll see. So, you got more of them talking. Toru is being really helpful,
Yeah.
and Yasuo is putting it all together. She already suspected Jobin, but now she's like, "All right, something's up with Mitsuba too."
Yeah. They're somewhat connected.
Well, okay. So maybe it's because she's trying to find Josuke and Mamazaku first.
Maybe. But I think yeah. I think that's part of it is that she's more focused on getting to them than I don't think she's actively thinking about pursuing him and that's the trigger or like going after him. But we're going through and we see Paisley Park dive into the security cameras and then we get this dummy thick shot of Paisley Park and her huge ass breasts which are bigger than the ones
What the fuck?
on Spice Girl.
You know how in Modern Crusaders, Spice Girl is like fucking stacked for some reason? This is that. What? Hold on, let me get a zoom in on this shit. What happened? Rocky is. Oh man, Jojolion is the gift that keeps on giving. Maybe just swinging to the side and like it's a weird angle, you know.
I don't know, man. I don't think standing boobs have physics.
Mm. Anyways, Tsurugi's melting.
Jesus Christ. Oh god.
This is horrifying. Like this is some Jojolion's body horror is S tier.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's like we've talked about this since like the first few volumes of Jojolion, right? Like the rock disease that was coming for Tsurugi has been something that Araki has definitely never forgotten and is always written towards.
Hmm.
And it's finally popping off right now. But it's only begun. So she's suspecting like her husband's being weird. Tsurugi's going through some shit, but like he's innocent of the gate incident. And then as she's thinking about it, the head doctor shows up,
Yeah.
and she's like,
So
"That's
here's the other important part too is that Mitsuba knows the girl that was with Ojiro.
right." I mean, she had connections with the Higashikata family. Like,
Yeah.
she wanted to take their lands, and wait. Also, that woman was in the PTA meeting. She was the one who
Right.
was like, "You crushed my daughter,"
Yeah.
which is fair. Also, dummy thick Mitsuba here as well on page one. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Your breast size.
Her booty.
Yeah.
It's she says, "Tsurugi, are you okay?" with the dummy thick behind.
Mm-hmm.
So the head doctor. Why the fuck is the head doctor here?
Why is he everywhere? I don't understand.
If I had to guess, and I'm not going with this, I am rejecting that he's an illusion theory because this motherfucker exists. He holds lectures. Okay, don't forget this.
Yeah.
We talked about it last time, but Toru is not sitting through office hours with the head doctor just to make this ruse real. Okay. So I think he's here because he's searching for the branch, and he must suspect that it's in the estate, so he's poking around.
He's got yeah. There's no doubt that he thinks that or no, because we've already had that gimmick. I was gonna say that there's twins and they share the same stand, but we've already had that gimmick before. Literally,
Have we?
we had the Scott Key brothers.
No, the Aphex twins have different stands, you fool. One
Yeah,
of them can turn into a rock handcuffs, and the other has a ball of poison. One
Yeah,
of those is clearly the better stand, but okay. Handcuffs.
but like I don't think I don't think Araki would use twins again in the part for like this kind of bullshit.
But here's the thing. So, if he is here searching for the branch, is this just the dumbest shit? Like, is he bold enough to be walking? I mean, it is raining, so he has the cover of rain. This is like a Josuke sounds like the rain scenario where the manga clearly, like, the manga is showing this rain to be pretty strong.
Yeah.
So maybe he's poking around in the rain, or he thinks the stand is so invincible that he can poke around for free.
Mm-hmm.
Because as soon... Okay, so hold on, let's read this. That's... The head doctor, what is he doing here? Why is he near property? He was there back then, and before my husband was hiding something in his specimen case too. She doesn't say, let's go get the head doctor, Joe. She gets attacked.
Start thinking about going after him. Like,
okay. Alright,
yeah.
and we established that Yasuo was going after Josuke and Mamazaku.
Yeah, and maybe Mitsuba. Like, she needs to talk to Mitsuba.
So this is interesting because this shows a different form of the attack, which is like misfortune is going to hit you, and it's going to hit you hard. Because she cuts herself, and then the water is about to fuck her up.
Yeah.
She reconnects her fingers with vector math, which is
Great.
I love Jojolion. And I really like her deflecting the water by creating like a vector math axis away from her. Awakening 3 leaves is fucking rad.
Yeah. And that's not water, that's like grease fire that's happening right now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's pouring out. It's a grease fire. It's like the grease, the oil from...
Oh shit.
The oil, whatever it is. Yeah, it's the oil. And then because you can't use water to get rid of a grease fire, it'll just spread it instead. So the water tips over and spreads it everywhere. That's what's happening. Up. Yeah. That's like, Jesus.
Glad she lived.
Mm-hmm. Vector math. Quick
maths. Some powers connecting this, so she's starting to piece it together, but then like Tsurugi really starts coming undone. So
he walks through the wall.
What?
Like, so the head doctor is walking forward, and there's a wall in front of him, and he just goes through it, like he steps over it with a cane. Does that make sense?
We don't fucking see that. He's just walking a direction. All right.
Oh wait, is that the inside of the house or is that outside? I don't know.
That's outside the house because they have a balcony with those pots. I know it from Eyes of Heaven.
Oh, I'm talking about the inner wall here that has the brick.
The inner wall with the brick is inside the house. There's a glass pane right there.
Fine, I'm dumb.
Color adventurers will bless us.
Yeah.
So he keeps walking, but so Tsurugi pops out the corner. So what is this with like? Raindrop falls from the top, hits his nose. She looks down. He's passed out, and his nose is fucking pierced.
His face is pierced. Yeah.
What the fuck was that raindrop? Was that a raindrop leaking through, or was that part of the grease fire?
Part for the grease fire too.
Let's see where she shot the grease fire earlier.
It's the same thing that happened before because I bet when something gains because that doesn't make sense.
No, it's the grease fire. So I'm shooting it. I'm looking at her redeflect it. It hits that top of the stove and the stone wall.
Right.
And then we see the droplet from that stone wall again.
Does that mean that? No, because that doesn't make sense. But that also aligns with Araki forgetting where like when something has taken the effect to harm someone that's chasing after him, it keeps that effect for a while.
Yeah.
Because that happened with the guy that's neck snapped because like they were still pursuing him when they transferred that power, it broke his neck.
I've seen a theory that the neck break was the attack. Like the attack was that Josuke would quote unquote almost murder a man. And that would get him in trouble.
That doesn't make sense, though.
Doesn't it? It makes as much sense as any other fucking stand.
That's true.
Like the attack is you would get jailed in that case. Yeah, that neck break thing will forever be like the hardest part to interpret of this arc.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, so let's theorize then. Why is the grease fire hurting Tsurugi this bad?
Well, other than the fact that it's like an actual grease fire.
Well, I mean, it's hitting his face in like a pursuit stand form. Like it fucks him up like the rain does with Josuke.
Well, it could also just be like because of like I think like the onset of this like rock disease is being triggered by his like stress and the like the guilt that he's feeling about everything, and he's trying to like pull himself together, and then him just actually getting harmed by literally boiling water or grease like just kind of sets him off and just triggers it, like he just loses his cool and
I
everything.
was talking to Bradley earlier when you weren't here, during the worm section, where it's like it's hard to tell what the author intent is sometimes, and I'm very skeptical sometimes. I think that's a really cool idea, and that
Yeah,
I guess that's my headcanon for now.
because that's what it seems to be, is that Tsurugi is like
Really
he's break
freaking the fuck out.
yeah, like whenever he gets nervous or he like starts like feeling like not like
Yeah,
stable, he starts breaking down. He has to get himself together.
we've seen that twice now. Like when he was freaking out about the baby earlier, like when the baby drowns.
Yeah,
Hmm. So okay, I'm gonna assume that it's just because it's hot fucking grease fire and he freaks out. That works for
yeah.
me. And this is horrifying. He is turning into origami.
His stand is taking himself over, which I guess lines up with like what happened to Johnny because he starts like get swirled up like when he got the rock form with his stand.
But
But
let's look at Tsurugi's dialogue here. Head doctor, mommy, huh? Is there someone outside? So it's like he saw the head doctor, and maybe it was part of the attack. Like he wanted to pursue whoever was outside. So it's hard to say. Here it implies that he saw the head doctor. And now he says, I was already on my limit. Now it's finally here. The disease. The symptoms have been showing up little by little.
yeah,
It looks like I'm out of time. So it's like, I've hit my breaking point here.
hmm
This is interesting, though. This form must be because my stand is going out of control.
yeah. Like it seems like the stand is like overcoming him.
And maybe, is that what the rock disease is? Maybe, like, Johnny turning to stone or whatever was Tusk going out of control?
Maybe.
Hmm. It's weird how Tsurugi is very okay with this, though. He's like, please don't cry or worry about me. What a tough little kid. I feel like he's been waiting for this for a long time.
The problem with that theory is that it only happens to the firstborn son. It doesn't happen to everyone else in the family, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
And Johnny isn't the firstborn son of his family either.
Yeah. Nor is he
Uh,
a Higashikata. He just married into the family.
yeah.
But yeah, Tsurugi tries to be a tough kid about it. I do get the sense where it's like he's been preparing for this moment for a long time. He never
Yeah.
thought like the sacrifice would be made where he would get out of this. And
hmm
Jobin is just like, he looks so nervous. It's like no amount of organized crime can make that plant bloom any faster.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, we know Srugi lives because we see him commit criminal affairs earlier. This
Yeah,
whole fucking saga.
it's
But,
true.
but but like we get all these like the whole family's coming together and witnessing this and like really is seeing like, oh, this thing is real. It actually does happen. Because the other three siblings here, I think were too young to even know about the disease with Jobin.
Yeah. And they were very young. Like when Hato is telling the story about her mom, she's like, this is kind of stuff that I heard.
Yeah. So like
Uh,
they didn't know that this was an actual thing. They just thought their father was crazy.
yeah. So that's cool. I'm excited to see more of them because I definitely think they'll be relevant to the end game. Josuke wakes up. Does he kill this man?
No, the head doctor kills him.
No, like he pops a bubble in his ears. Like, what is he doing here?
I think I think he's just knocking him out.
Yeah, I don't know
I
how.
think what he's doing is like he's popping his eardrums and that just causes him to pass out.
Yeah, but then like the way he falls into Josuke looks like the most brutal attack ever. So much of his arm is in there. What the fuck, Araki? There's no crazy diamond in this part.
Well, the dangerous pursuit activates again because Josuke's like, I did it.
Yeah, it's really cool that after his big brain plan to get him here, as soon as he wakes up, it's like, well, the stand's it's overpowered, man. Like just getting here wasn't enough.
hmm
The stand is now reactivated, and
And
that's
now,
where we leave off.
and obviously this is the next day because it stopped raining.
Yeah, which
hmm
means we are like 24 hours from the harvest.
And like we don't even know what's happening to Tsurugi now.
That's true. Saru, that night has passed, And don't forget, like, Tsurugi lives, but Norisuke is allegedly dead.
Mhm.
I,
But Norisuke doesn't have the effects of the rock on him.
um,
He's just bleeding, beat up.
you don't you transfer it by burying a body. That like they did with that kid. Like you literally sacrifice someone's life.
I, is that what happens with?
Johnny did it different. He transferred it through like he used Act 4 bullshit to
Yeah.
infinite rotation it to himself.
Mm-hmm.
No one else has really shown to do that.
But what happened to Norisuke? I know that we see his.
We see his what?
We see his transfer because he explains it like what happens is like when the oldest son this happens, the grandparent takes it essentially.
I don't remember if he says he takes the curse or if he sacrifices himself for the curse.
Oh, where am King Nothing? I think is when it was.
Oh, you're diving deep, huh?
Yeah.
King Nothing. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I don't remember. It might be after I Am a Rock.
King Nothing's introduced in I Am a Rock.
Yeah, King Nothing is right before I Am a Rock, so that's why I was looking there. Let's see. I distinctly remember he's discussing what happens, and it's his mother or grandmother or someone that takes it. Like, is that the fruit parlor? It might be at the fruit parlor.
Oh, he says that like how he lived, how he survived.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit! It's right here. It's
What one is it?
It's chapter 31. It's like the first 2 pages.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, she has the disease on her.
Yeah. Yeah, like he's all rocked up, and then she goes into the cave, and then it transfers onto her.
And they did it with like a. Did Jobin didn't kill that boy, did he? He just knocked him out.
He was about to die, and then they
Yeah,
took
but
him.
then Kato is like, no, 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 we can do something better than this.
Yeah.
And then they murder his ass together. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
But
so it wasn't Norisuke then.
Yeah, but the big similarity here is that they go into the cave and it transfers.
Yeah, because of the fertile ground of the Higashikata estate, because of the walleyes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's still pretty nebulous in some ways.
I bet it's the actual like the land, and they're like, we have to move. But no, that doesn't make sense because it started back.
Well, no, it happened because Johnny brought the body of Christ into
That's
Morio.
right.
That's why the land is like blessed / cursed.
Yeah, blurst.
The land of Morio is blessed by Christ. Woo! Thank you for joining us on Jojolion Talk. Joe, let's get some fucking rest, man. It's late.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.